Little bit of criticism about him coming into this event, but he has absolutely shown up and then some. And on the flip side for Toronto Ultra, you know how clean their game always is, but two brand new players on the roster, they've had moments of greatness, had moments of doubt, but Kleenex is the man to watch for the team. He can be lights out, especially so on a vault hardpoint.
Here we go, straight in a vault, straight in a P1. Kleenex is going to take the long way around. As Toronto will be in the purple, and Toronto all down. What an opener from the Ravens.
Yeah, they flip the spawns, they block them, you line them up, and you knock them down. That is quick and efficient work. Gwyn with a great death, just be able to calm to his boys, and everybody's grouped up, ready for the chow. Jodeci tagged up, and somehow still gun slasher, so maybe overwhelming. But some SMG players down low means that it is just final man standing in Jodeci, who somehow stays alive long enough, but not good enough to take down Killer Teej. 5-0 start.
Killer Teej 5-0, what an eligible bachelor that man is. Fantastic opening here from the Ravens. They've been unable to capitalize after the last wave of kills. But over towards the new hardpoint we go. Spawns in the back there for the Ultra boys. Vivid caught unaware, 3 down. An important moment as well. We'll see if Slasher can help flip these spawns.
And if you paid attention to Ultra's game earlier playing against FaZe, P2 was their absolute bread and butter on this map, and that was without the rotations being won. Well, here they are first. Slasher wins the big gunfight to get the spawns, and they actually win the first 2 gunfights. So already mixing moments, and the patience from Slasher to wait for the chow. That's the vet plays you love to see.
Took the words right out of my mouth, mate. There you go. The opposite of the vet is the young Gwyn as he fights his way forward, gets a dirty little corner here by Paul. Good for at least 1. Can he get a second? That's testament to the gunny and how many hit points his opponents have got. Gwyn from downtown still finding kills. Lovely stuff. The approach not always the point. It could be Ultra, and it's inside with 2. Over to Teej in the hill. Big win from Jodeci.
And big responsibility for Vivid that just simply does not last long at all. A bully back into the zone, but all things considered, beautiful sequence there from Carolina. Slasher makes the big plays in the spawns and chips away at the P2 for Toronto Ultra. And now on the rotation, the foot race to get that arc control. Carolina gonna win it. So long term, they have set themselves up. 4-scope beans, the first one here, maybe to collect some time. Gotta finish the gunfights though. Gwyn backs them down.
Win a Teej. They somehow fight their way out of that one. Hardpoint now back in the hands of the Carolina Royal Ravens on the outside. Vivid picking insight out of position. Big old hits now at downrange. Vivid has not skipped a beat since last night's matchup as well. A tough day for the boys, but they're coming into this matchup hot. 56 leading 28.
An underrated but Vivid, one of the players that seemingly does not miss, but does get gunned by inside there, and how quick that break can be. Slasher all of a sudden by himself, but his teammates spawn right on top of him. And this game is gonna be very close potentially, already down to the wire, but Carolina still in control. They're making sure nobody sneaks through and pushes through P4, and a ton of white time on P3 as well. Potentially another game that can come down to the game clock.
Oh, hope not. But my heart can take it this late at night. Kills are all there. The Ravens continue to be a force in the feed. Over to Jodeci now, approach towards a very important hard point right now. The Ravens got full control. A setup for the ages. Here we go. It's a 2-2 split right through the open. Beans catches 1. Towards the back line we now go, and here comes TJ. Doesn't catch the stun, catches a kill instead. Lovely work there from the Ravens. They hold on.
And we talked about how good the P2s were for Toronto. They struggled on P4. They are struggling once again. Kleenex, though, showing up in the feed, might have to do it himself, but guesses the wrong corner, loses the most important gunfight, and Carolina continues to collect this time.
That close quarter battle is a difficult thing to do. You've got to pry the door and check every possible corner. Teej from upstairs, 13-8. And that is the way the cookie crumbles on this hard point. It has been delicious from the Ravens.
Yeah, single and ready to mingle up top as well. That is a nice spree, but him and Vivid having a field day. Both on 3 speeds, 13 and 8 between the pair of them. And an effectively perfect P4. Got about 52, 53 seconds on it. Carolina, they have run the score up. They have accrued a pretty sizable lead.
Well, a wonderful way to close out the first set of hard points. Here we go on the vault. Ultra a little quiet. We'll see if they can't find some success here in the second go-around. But for now, it's the boys in the hardpoint time. Gwyn now on the approach, trying to catch a break or 2. It's been Vivid and Teej, though, quite literally 14-9, 15-8, respectively. And Vivid, a 2-piece on the point once again. It is just sensational work from the Ravens.
Just overwhelming, and Vivid, because of the amount of hill time he was able to get, gets the score streak, has a Hellstorm for a little later on. Kleenex, though, trying to be the guy to get the hot hand, picks up 2, opens things up for Ultra, but that's just opening things up to get presence on the map. Still can't collect time, and Carolina still slamming them in the kill feed. I mean, Miles, this has been nothing short of dominant. It's about to be a 100-point gap between these two teams.
They've come out incredibly hot. Slasher, oh, one more round he would have loved, but either way, Intel passed over. A solid setup right now for Ultra. They've got the manpower, they've got the positioning, they've got the hard point in 8 seconds. Now, can the Ravens fight their way across? Vivid has himself a Hellstorm to play with as well. Handy dandy when it comes to breaking the back open.
Might be the case to go for it in this moment. Maybe want to get a little bit further pushed up on the map, get the boys in position and make the call. You got number 5, TJ, working the deep flank. You got Gwyn in position by Pool, ready to snap. Who can he kill and what do you get off of it? He kills his teammate, worst case scenario.
Whoopsie daisy, no Gwyn. Slashing out on the approach towards the point. Oh, manages to catch Insight unaware, so that's a big one. Slasher and Vivid find their respective kills. Joe Deceives in a lot of trouble. Massive pressure on him now. Spawns are still close. Time's still going to Ultra, but now Slasher is free pickings onto the hill. In you go for the Ravens, and they pluck the point once again.
I mean, who bullies who? You open up with a team kill, and somehow you come out on top in a hill that should have been the best for Ultra. Instead, it's Slasher picking up pieces with the Jackal inside of the point. This is sheer and utter dominance. Carolina, they came to play.
Yeah, they absolutely came to play. Let's have a quick listen in and see how they sound.
Yeah, they're both really weak. Both really weak on you. I'm doing this.
Watch out.
He was out of bombs.
Out of bombs on me.
Yo,
Beans.
out of bombs.
Beans.
I hear you. Yeah, I'm gonna just go try to hill. I'm trying to signal
He's doing mid on me somewhere. I don't know where.
I'm with Art inside. Give me mid door.
Yo, come. Top part. Wait, watch out. One con. What's peak control?
Yeah. I'm sending control.
Peak control. Top part weak.
I'm in my top part. Yo, keep on soaking. I'm only looking at top part.
Came out gate. Deep right.
Top part inside, half health.
Keep playing kills.
Top part and gate.
Deep right.
Hold on mid.
Back mid on me, Joe.
I was just got gate.
Deep right. Watch out.
Mid, one shot. Beans. One shot.
Yo, I'm hitting full. Top part.
I'm gonna just get
Bombs in. Ball to mid.
Top part. One shot. Top part.
Clinics is gonna be mid.
Yeah, he's at
Right side time.
He by the pillar.
Top part.
I'm gonna try to go low, okay?
Top part weak. Still deep right.
One shot. Clinics.
Mid.
I'm going towards lobby shooter.
Try to kill this guy, both.
Yeah.
One's top part, one's old.
Top part inside. Top part not new.
What's this guy old?
One mid on me.
Try mid or old.
Absolute.
Mid new.
Got
Mid
up.
top part.
That old dead.
One outline.
I'm going blind top part new.
Top part.
Top part not peeking.
Hey, top part.
What's part top new too?
Yeah, one crate to the back, Toby. It's dark, Joe. Joe's dark.
Set
Toby's
top
back
part,
hill.
set top part.
Top part. Look at top part. Is a statue. Or back mid.
One is out dark.
Set top
Joe's
part
Joe.
on us.
Back mid.
Top part, one shot. One's out dark.
Back there.
Top part, one shot, bro. One's out dark.
Outdoor coming.
Yeah, one statue, Toby. Statue, Toby, one shot. Hill,
You should go front.
Yeah. One's hill, one's top part. One shot. I kill one second. Catch him down, you guys. Jump up.
Nice, what's top part, top part?
Top part, so I have place.
Get back left on me.
What do you know, folks? You get Insight into a power position. He gives you a 7 spree. He's been pissing bullets ever since that P3. And what a sensational comeback Ultra's got on the cards here.
Well, you need to win these gunfights and you get them out of the zone, and we say comeback, but they were working themselves out of a 120-point deficit. That is a near-perfect P4, but you're still down by a ton. So there's the opportunity. Toronto have set themselves up. But Carolina, you can stabilize, hit the reset button, and try to get the P1 time, but flanks rolling through from Beans. It's a mixy moment, and Carolina come out on top.
He can't do it all. Insight's got to pick up a few pieces now. And the Ravens are once again back into P1. Third set of hard points. Guaranteed to be a banger. 3 dead once again. As the Ravens find themselves a little bit more success. Massive wins out. TJ seemingly unkillable. 21-19.
I can't believe he's not taking. He is taking hearts and minds. The 4th spree, and finally does get dropped, but does his job and then some. If it's not TJ, Fallen Gwyn will be there for the pickup. Great trades you expected from him, and a 5 spree there as well. Wheeling and dealing. Carolina Royal Ravens, they love these late night matches.
They do love them, and they're getting them. Tomorrow will be a little different for them, but there we go. Joe Deceives finds one. Can they pick Slasher out of the point? Possibly. Joe's spree comes to a close. Looking towards the new hard point, and this is where it's got to be sublime from Ultra. They've put themselves in a tough spot. Can they battle out? Here we go. Tej finds one pick on the back line. The trade's there. Not yet. Wait, Tej is still going. He's still alive. He's still alive and dangerous. His teammates are there now. The break is on through the back.
Yeah, what a dance battle as well. He starts off his life by blocking the spawns just with the visual, and then he shreds his way through. It was a 5 spree from Tej, then a 5 from Vivid, then a 5 from Slasher. These boys are taking turns beating Ultra down.
Still holding it. Still in there. Quick break. Slasher has himself a Hellstorm he could call in to break the hard point up for the final 30. And here we go. We're 2 for 2 on the P2 drops. Bombs away, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. The Ravens are in position to pick up the pieces once the smoke clears. It's a good connect. Here comes Vivid, brought down by Joe Deceives. Gwyn with a covering fire, but not enough. Can't get in. You're still holding. T to the back door. Finds him. No. 10 seconds to go. Get to new.
Every single second in time is going to be good time. Number 7, Gwyn, going back for it. You'll pick up an extra 4. You are knocking on the door of map number 1. Oh, so close. And now this is an awkward hill. Ultra forced to get in time, forced to contest. It's tough to be in the power positions. Every kill matters.
They're still holding all together. It might be a 2-ish, 3
It's going to be game.
It could be game. Here we go. Beans picks up Slash on the way towards the new hard point. Watch out, though. A big nade from Gwyn. Can you keep him off the time? You've got to make yourself known, Beans. Big wins. Damage in. You can't stop it. And you cannot stop the Ravens. Map 1. A statement made on ball.
Definitionally locked in is Carolina Royal Ravens from start to finish. That was a blitzkrieg of a map number 1. The opening break was perfection. Ultra, as good as they were on the P2s against FaZe, they were simply bullied out, and Ultra only able to string together a single good rotation on P3 and P4. Other than that, that game was Carolina's. All 4 players, even or positive. The damage output matched by everybody on the team. And I'm seeing near double-digit assists for every single player on the squad. I mean, we saw their performances yesterday. Their teamwork seemed to be at their absolute finest form. They delivered it again in map number 1.
Bit of a shaky, P2, P3, 4 situation there. Great stuff out of Ultra, but a little too late, and they just could not get anything going after that. Kill's not terrible for them. We saw some nice shots, and we're going to see it all in the highlights here, but opening great from the Ravens as well, Chance. Immaculate. Massive time right off the rip, and straight into a P2 that was also very, very fruitful.
And you just love the sort of veteran-style plays as well. Even when guys like TJ playing at a lightning pace, always taking the time to lock those P2 spawns. Even if you're just sitting inside of carpet and staring at the back, they're doing the little things right, and they're doing them constantly. It seems like they have a near perfect understanding of when you want to be able to play your life, when you're baiting for your teammates, going for the trades, or when you just need to hit the gas. But TJ was a menace on the map, AR in hand, SMG in hand. It doesn't matter. The guy was everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. We heard in the comms as well, fantastic work on the spawn controller rotations as well, making sure that his boys are in the best position possible to find success. Some successful Hellstorm usage, excuse me. That goes in the Hellstorm jar as well. Back-to-back conversions there from the Ravens on those P2s. Very, very good indeed. This is the final few moments. Gwyn making himself hard to kill. The crossfire there from his teammates. And the Ravens managed to put map 1 in the bag. Congratulations to them. Red card's on its way.
Yeah, for sure. And it's not as if Carolina have been untouchable in respawns throughout the course of this season, but with the teamwork they displayed, they force you to beat them. You have to bring the heat in any of those moments, especially just the opening. A 4-man wipe, things are gonna get bad, and even for the reset, when they get full 60'd on that P4, when you see that 83 to 132 jump there from Ultra, instant stabilization, they stuffed them out on the following P1. Even if they weren't getting the extra kills, players going on the flanks, they understood their position, they understood what they needed to control. It seems like either TJ or Gwyn was constantly in that catwalk, just being annoying. And more good news for the Carolina fans, red card, they have been feasting on this map. I mean, their teamwork is always on display. I keep gassing it up, but for good reason. Gwyn and TJ, the pair of them working together, always exquisite, always getting assists. And on the wings, you have Vivid and Slasher doing a pretty solid job getting the first bloods.
Absolutely. The flight plan right now for the Ravens is to get right on through this one and look at that control a little differently. Ultra, the reverse sweep might be on the cards for them there if they can't find something special here on Red Card, a difficult map. We've seen many special moments of you here for the last series. Of course, the folks in the venue were, but you at home watching this online, maybe on the VOD, who's avoided spoilers deep into the next month. It's been a very exciting Red Card matchup.
And at this point, I feel like I've memorized what Carolina want to do, right? On the defensive end, Vivid will often be the lone defender of the A site. They'll spread the map, they'll play for picks. On the attacking rounds, they'll mix things up. But Gwyn is a player, constantly roaming on ticket, always waiting for the action to start, and he's gonna be working those flanks and finding those angles of attacks. You know the positions they're gonna play. Slasher on offense, constantly over towards A. He'll work stage, he'll shoot out towards hedges. You know what they're gonna do. Question is for the game plan from Ultra, can you crack the code, solve that puzzle, and figure out a way to break them down? A 4-win streak right now for Carolina in this game mode. And Gwyn again, online to land, we have made some comparisons. He has been balling out in this tournament, a 1.44 KD, clinically absurd.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Into the search and destroy, a rapid approach. Through the middle of the map right now, an ace exchanged. It's going to alter course only slightly. As Joe Deceives now passing off as much intel as he possibly can on the position of the Ravens players. But the shots in the eyes are going to do a whole lot more. Vivid gets away with it. 27 HP. We'll see you at B.
And I've noticed all the Carolina players, they've been saving their stuns and nades, so they're trying to play for the late half of this round. In the meantime, Ultra has taken space. Joe Deceives very aggressive over towards A, but the action towards B. The defenders right now have left the site. Insight knows the pressure is coming this direction. Here's the stuns and nades utilized for the clearance. They'll be able to get this bomb down.
Vivid on the right door, TJ on the left. Joe Deceives managed to catch the play on the flank, so Slasher long gone now. That is the island player. Gwyn will be the next line of attack here. No bomb plant just yet. Vivid will be the man to do that in a moment. And here we go. Almost time to party. Gwyn, what have you got?
Well, they're not throwing any tricks. They're trusting it in a 3v4. Make it a 2v4.
Perfect peek. Joe Deceives gets things going. Can't get a second. Teach gets away with a decent bit of life, but he's still got the trouble of coming. Here's the next wave of Ultra players, and that's a big win for Beans. Vivid makes it a 2v1. Over the top. The shots are there. Kleenex finishes it all up, and the first round goes to Ultra.
And we talked about how we know what the game plan from Carolina is going to be. Slasher, often the guy tasked with the responsibility. Watch the flanks, watch the pressure coming through A. What do Ultra do? They just double attack him. Beans makes some noise. He comes through the middle of the map through hedges. Joe Deceives takes the time to wrap all the way around. You figure out where he is, you isolate him, you get the first bloods, and then you play after that with your man advantage. So that was the route of attack. Slasher gonna have to make the adjustment the next go around.
See what Ultra can do now on their attacking round.
Frijoles.
Frijoles, thank you, gentlemen. Colchester's finest getting some love here in Madrid, and with good reason. Bomb in the hands of Joe Deceives, and here we go once again. Will it be a 3-1 split, the classic? Ravens are right up there on defense. They want to make sure you're fighting them in mid.
And already they have the intel too. Kleenex wants to get aggressive, but Carolina heads up about it. And that flank is hyper aggressive. 2 players have already gotten past.
Oh, here we go. Insight's got a lot of work here from mid-map and the pinch to worry about. Yeah, cut your losses. Try to isolate those lines, but look, Slash has made it through.
That's aggression too. A main AR playing at that kind of speed.
I've never seen a man move this fast at 30. He's looking for that pick. He's got a lot of intel. Go on, Slasher. Go on, son. Up you go. Right towards the front lines. TJ on the back. Here comes Slasher into the feed. Inside managing to find one out of it and a little bit of back and forth into the 2v2.
And he's being cheeky. He knows the player was just under stage, wants to play a corner. So Vivid will have all the intel, and that means Gwyn going to be the guy to roam a little bit more free. But that means he has to catch the pressure of whatever goes towards B. So right now, player's isolated. Toronto Ultra, you just need to trade this kill out.
Yeah, it's a 1-1 split on the defending side. Oh, wait, here comes Gwyn. He's making his way over now as well. That's a big win from Vivid. And Vivid can't get the second insight. You've got to look for the win on the Gwyn. Can you find him? Can you grab the bomb and go for the defuse? The hunt is now on. Has he got the time to get the plant? He does, but now Gwyn, here we go. He's looked for the fight, and the fight is not there. Gwyn holds his nerve, and the defending team take the round.
Inside played the man, not the mode. He was expecting Gwyn to fly in for the trades, but Gwyn has been on point in search and destroy. We showed off his KD. It's because of the plays he has been making, and he makes the right call there. That little time, he's expecting inside iron boots. Not going to be too quick with it, and it was the correct call. Bounce back round, Vivid on point for the strat. And now Slasher's the man I'm thinking needs to make the adjustment. If Ultra are going to be working through A again, they've shown their hand.
Little 50-50 decides that last round. What will this round go down to? Shots in from Slasher early on. 2 red dots on the minimap now become a thing of beauty for all these nades and stuns. There's the trophies for either side working well.
Yeah, but look at how much space has been taken. B site already cleared out. Ultra are truly testing their retakes in this moment. Insight nowhere to be found. Maybe praying for a pick, but Ultra, it looks for the retake. They might just try to hit this from every angle. Jodeci's got to the exact same spot past Hedges. But instead of forcing the flanks, maybe try to leave Slasher out of the picture and try to 4v3, but nades rolling through. First blood, TJ.
Well, Gwyn's got a perfect corner right now. Whoa, in and out. What a shot from Jodeci's. Damage in. And Gwyn takes a tumble. Next man up on the left-hand side. Joe walking into this with perfect health. Kleenex, what an aid over the top bar. T just trying to stay alive. It's a 1v2.
How did he get out?
1v1. TJ sends it! Joseph Decidicus does not fall prey to those shenanigans, and it's a 3-kill round for him.
A hell of a round there from Joe. TJ nearly worked out a bit of magic, but hide and seek world champ Gwyn trying to be cheeky behind that door. Jodeci kicked him in the face with it. Kool-Aid man getting after it. Big round from Ultra.
He bangs the door. His teammate gets the kill. That was a nice bit of retake magic there. We're going to see lots of different looks of that throughout the season. Carolina came into that situation with heavy pockets, both lethal and tactical there to use. A magnificent retake from Ultra.
And just pure reaction time and gunny as well for TJ to be sliding in. Jodeci with a snapper. Let's spread the map on the attack. Got a round advantage. You're not in any sort of hurry on red guard.
So the aim's ringing out over this side of the map. Distinctive sound of that gun tells you all you need to know about who's over here. Joe's going to check this. Will he check the stairs? Oh, he nearly does, but Gwyn picks up a pair. Unbelievable. Not going to any more of that life. Slasher, eagle eyes at great range. Kleenex spotted out. And he's got a good present for him here, down real far.
No trophy. Kobe.
Absolute peach. Lidigoat throws a stunner. And now it's over to Insight, 1v3.
Yeah, Insight losing his long-time duo. And I think Slasher might have heard that door. Ready for a player to be underneath. Vivid, ready for the pressure. Easy. Reese coming in from Carolina. Cheeky little spot there from Gwyn. The kills fell into his lap.
Yeah, Slasher. It does help he throws a perfect nade. No car problem to worry about there, but final shots here from Vivid were ideal. An accurate man. Here's like a Gwyn's lineup. That is so unfortunate. You're guaranteed at least one from the stairwell position, but the fact they got two is a blessing. Bang.
I mean, Slasher's been doing this since Ghost. He's used to those strong arm nades. He'll have that dialed into a T. Lands it right next to him, makes a friend, and a nice little back and forth battle in S&D between these two squads. We expect nothing less.
Teach with the far forward position. We don't see a lot, but Kleenex takes care of Slasher this round. No more super nades as the cars take care of business.
I mean, 2 rounds now where they're just attacking Slasher in a different way and able to execute off of it. So still forcing him to be a little bit more uncomfortable. And Gwyn running down the middle of the map. Easy reads from Insight. You can tell these guys, they have done their homework. TJ, though, we're going to make a big play. This will be a 2v4.
Oh, it's lovely work as well from Vivid there to keep TJ alive. TJ still has that bomb to work with. Uh-oh, here we go. Here we go. Right up Main Street, Insight. See you in the next round. Not enough there from TJ as Joe brings him down. Vivid, this is very doable. Here comes Joe. Shoulders. Great shots. Beans with the cleanup.
And Jodeci, it might only be his sophomore season, but another high IQ play as well. Good shoulders, good trades. Make sure he's not sliding out for the child until his teammate is in the mix. Jodeci is an absolute grinder in this game, and his new teammate Frijoles with the good positioning and comms as well.
Deep breaths, everyone. Ultra with a 1-round lead. It's first to 6. Search and destroy. The hump round. Can they find their way over it? Waiting for the nades. Here's the trophies. Nowhere near as much love there from the Ravens. They're holding on again. Defensively this time, though, to all the utility they've got.
And unfortunately for them, middle of the map has effectively been left wide open. So you've lost ticket, and Kleenex knows if you lose something, you got to take something else. So he has flown through undetected. And he's found himself the dream of a corner. So Joe Deceives gets to plant safe. You got a late guy like Insight. You can spot this out from the top window. This is best case scenario from Ultra. Bomb planted in the right spot. Everybody's up.
Beans
Except
down.
for Beans.
Wow, what a kill. This spots Joe crossing over the right-hand side. They're not going to account for 2 players over there. What a sweet nade. It might have caused some damage. Here goes Gwyn for the cleanup. There it is. Ravens are starting to take flight. One more on stage as Insight gets there too late, and an unbelievable picture-perfect retake from the Carolina Royal Ravens.
That is a damning
Unbelievable.
round as well. It doesn't get any sweeter than that. Completely efficient in utilizing the space they are able to gain towards the middle of the map and just isolate player after player. Credit to Vivid for those crispy shots as well. He baked the beans. Low-hanging fruit, I'm sorry.
Low-hanging fruit, it's all good. And he's looking good as well, man. Wow, the miracles.
Healed up.
The miracles of modern science. He's looking way better, man. That's incredible. 3-3. The gameplay is, I mean, ever since last night, he's been real good. Eyes on the scuff controller cam, Vivid. He is flying, folks. A little bit of patience, wait for anyone there to show himself. And it looks like nobody home. So a little bit of space to work with here. Joe, though, he will be the man of the corner. He'll be an issue.
And they're working this quick. And they're checking corners, but it doesn't matter. Joe drops TJ again.
Drops TJ, the bomb is dropped. A massive pickup there from Vivid, though. We're going to keep this move going. Ultra, though, they've all come back towards the B-bomb site. Stun checks. Might be a nade in a different corner, but they've got to use that utility to get inside.
And if you're Carolina, you're just waiting for somebody on Ultra to make a mistake, but typically Toronto is simply not that team. So forced to get the bomb down, and you're doing so in a spicy spot, you get called out one shot, and they're just hoping maybe Slasher can make a play on the flank.
He did get a trophy, no, nothing.
They gotta buy him time.
Every second counts. Slasher there, making his way forward. Cleance will be the man he'll find first. That's magnificent timing from inside. Oh, Vivid, you vacate the bomb site. And now Gwyn, he's got to send it, and all for naught. Toronto. Lovely teamwork, good angles, and they take the bomb site at the perfect time.
Hey, this is just a high IQ battle between these squads. That is a look of what it's like to play against Ultra. TJ knows where Joe's gonna be playing. He checks it, slides out perfectly timed, gone down. Joe too quick with it. Slasher, perfectly timed flank. Behind all 4 for Insight. Easy reads. So annoying to deal with. These teams playing as perfect as you can. Great retakes on either side.
Yeah, Ultra with the lead now, 4-3. Goodness. It was a nice red card on the map, and it's an even better one in game.
In the first mix-up we've seen from Ultra really on the attack. They've been custom built, moving towards A, get the trophies out for their response to the nade. So Carolina don't have that early intel. It was a no-show over towards B, but now 3 players grouped together. They're moving.
Showing it all. Joe's going to take the safe route. Here we go. What a battle. Teach, though, traded out. Well played. Bomb recovery, though, once again. Kleenex now on his way forward. Bomb site vacated. Here come Ultra. Got to buy a little bit of time here. A good cook.
Good
No
try.
damage, no connect, but nice enough. Trophies are still working, though. Up next, the gunfight.
And look at this. It's the exact same round before, just with one less man. Yeah, Beans coming through mid. All the damage in the world. Do his teammates get active off of it? They're going to play it patient. They get the bomb down. A mixing moment. But a tried and true 3v3 retake.
Beans puts his life on the line to make sure the bomb goes down, and it does indeed, folks. There we go, Vivid trying to make his way through the inside. 2 Ravens in, 1 Ravens down. Next to the right-hand side of the room. Kleenex is there for it. Last man, Gwyn. Done. Ultra get the plant and the round.
That is the difference maker round as well. The 3v3 square up. Beans just had to have dished out so much damage on the Ravens players. And just caused that moment of sheer and utter panic, but the trades on point around the site. Map point right now for Toronto Ultra. 1 round away. Tie the series up.
Tie the series up after a tough one there on the first map in the hard point, but Ultra there, you see Beans and Joe Deceives, the new boys on the squad. They're the ones trying to call the shots in this next moment, but this is an important round. A defense for them. Ravens, we've seen how nice they've looked on the attacking rounds as well, and it looks like we're going straight to B. RC car in play as well. That sounds like it's on the B side of the map, so that's going to be huge.
Zipping around. That constant threat.
Here it's getting close up. There it is. Good shots out of TJ. Deals with that. Vivid finds a kill as well. Can you get the man off the bomb site? Insight has been a bastion of defense on that side of the map.
Yeah, and Beans and Insight, they've backed down because they're waiting for Joe to see. So fast on the flank, 7 is looking at it. The timing not great, and he does take him down. Odds have been even, and because Joe's there, you're not gonna wrap this out. You're gonna be forced to plant. And Beans is gonna regroup and join him. Insight's poking his head out through mid to see if any of the Carolina players leave the site so they know they have him trapped.
Hit and run, and now you're guessing. All the guns are forward. Flasher pokes out, he might be in trouble. Vivid, good work on a Joe Deceives. In and out. Man advantage. Up to Beans next. He's inside. Can he get gifted a kill? There's number 1. Tej up next. Slinky shoulders over to the outside. Flasher finds his. Here comes Insight. It's a 1v1. And Tej is going to hold his nerve. The kill might be there, but the map will not. Survives. Ravens, good work.
Hey, that is what I was talking about on the hard point, Miles. It seems like TJ is dialed in. He knows when he needs to chow. He knows when he needs to pump the brakes. A lot of people chow Beans in that moment. He had a split second where he thinks he has the drop, but there's no reason to overcommit and take a 50-50 fight. TJ perfectly patient in that moment. And a hell of a round.
It's really hard to overstate that. I mean, just standing there throwing those
So
shoulders,
many players tweak.
Every player I can think of would have probably taken that fight. Good stuff out of Tej. Cool under pressure. Gives you a fighting chance here. Toronto attack, and we're going to enjoy the great outdoors for now. There's the nades, there's the stuns. And here comes the RC.
Great intel.
All
Has
intel.
eyes on 3.
That's outstanding. Outstanding information. And they need to take care of business. You poke the eyes out of that remote control car and you send the rest of the teammates in. Ravens now starting to flock over.
Well, you know, Vivid's up top. No secrets about that. This time it's TJ roaming around tickets. Gwen's the one that has switched things up. And Ultra worried about the flank just a little bit. Trade's coming through, though. Vivid, wow, just a straight-up kill trade. You don't see that every day. Who gets credit for the first blood?
We'll find out later. Eyes on the prize. Joe Deceives, back of the net. Slasher gets his trade, 2v2.
You're in a pinch.
Here comes Slasher, in from behind. The timing, sensational. The bomb goes down. Is this the round 11? For the 1v1, Beans gets it. He's got 15 seconds to take care of TJ. Will the Iceman once again find success?
Wait for the plant, go for the chow.
Like a Swiss clock. The precision is there. The Iceman, back-to-back rounds. And now we find ourselves in a round 11. The advantage that Ultra worked so hard for has evaporated.
There was never a doubt how this one was gonna go. A round 11 in the difference maker. A second look at the kill trades though from the first blood. Vivid squaring up with Insight, one of the straightest shots in the league, and the bullet's perfect from either side.
It was Vivid. He's on top of the feed. That might be a Codcaster thing. Is his number higher? I'm not sure.
They each get a first blood, that's fine. I'll make it easy for you, Mac, no worries.
Final round. Round 11. There's no gong here in Madrid, but I know you heard it in your head, folks. Attacking round for the Ravens. Ultra on defense. Spread the map.
And this is Old Faithful from Carolina. Slasher isolated on the top side of the map, worried for that A aggression, watching the flank, and it's going to be a slow work. Maybe through mid, maybe through B, depending on what these players see. But TJ, it looks open. It's going to hit that go button. Well, here comes the zip of the RC car.
Where is it? Starting to get nervous. Backs on up. Good job. Saves Vivid as well.
And look at Joe, though. Joe's done it again. He's been here 3 times, and Slasher has never been able to experience it. So he's making moves, but this is just Call of Duty timing.
Someone's going to give up that angle in a second. Kleenex might be in trouble. Slasher pressing forward. Gwyn with the bomb over by B. They're going to back on round. We might be going all towards A.
Well, the problem is, though, Slasher's cleared the space, but he's let Joe Deceives through, so Joe Deceives has an opportunity to break this one down, or he might just get caught. First blood for Gwyn.
Instant trade. Beans is right there for it. Slasher finds it again. Now towards the back line. Benjamin Beans gets it. 2v2.
6-bait B in a dream, but look at how quick they are to rob the bomb over towards B. And Toronto have been bamboozled. They're not going to be there in just enough time. It's a 2v2 retake. The ARs trying to get it done. A tough moment.
A little smattering of gunfire there. Beans on the outside. Teach is trying to play this one close. Now the guessing game begins. Wait a minute. On the outside. Gwyn! A trade. And now a good old-fashioned 1v1. Insight versus TJ. 30 seconds. Eyes on. 20 seconds.
TJ has a massive advantage here. TJ has a massive advantage here. Silencio.
And there it is. The Iceman, 3 rounds in a row. The Carolina Royal Ravens. What a comeback in the search and destroy. Nobody does it better. The young TJ Halley, a man of many nicknames. An unbelievable run in S&D. 3 superb rounds.
On form. TJ had a couple little battle for the Bloods going against Joe Deceives, but he had a couple tries at the 1v1s as well. Always so patient is TJ. He made that little mail room his home, on point. Clutching up as always. TJ, nobody does it like him, man. Feeling good, a double-digit performance, 5 non-traded, 3 first bloods he was able to get as well. But him, Vivid, and Gwyn, I mean, they just got, what, 8 out of the 11. That's not too shabby. That means Ultra had some ice, but the first blood battle assuredly won.
Oh, fantastic. What a great game of Red Card. It was destined to be one, and it absolutely delivered there, folks. Well, we move on to the next map in the series. We've got a Vault. And this is a huge lead now for the Ravens. 2 maps. They sit on match point going into the mode. Can they find the success here? Hacienda after that if we do get the game 4. But man, good series so far. And again, an elimination match, folks. The loser of this one, he's going to go home. And right now, Ultra staring down the barrel. In a moment, you'll be staring at the desk.
Great stuff from the Royal Ravens, now on match point, and that gives us an opportunity to fill in another bingo square with a reverse sweep, because it's coming. Toronto Ultra's gonna do it. It's not happening yet. Let's take a look at these games and what has been happening so far. Let's start with game 1, actually. Can we take it back to this first hard point? What did you expect coming into the series?
I was expecting Gwyn and TJ to be the kind of the trendsetters here for this Ravens squad, but it's the ARs for Carolina that really control the tempo and the pace. Obviously, Vivid, when he's playing like that, it's hard to beat this squad because he's kind of been the 4th guy in certain moments when they play in respawn, but he has an electric map. But Slasher, again, controlling tempo, controlling pace, allowing TJ and Gwyn just to get to work.
And not to mention starting hot, right? Like, you get all the way to the end of this day, and it's all about this first hard point of who's going to come out swinging. And for the side of Carolina Royal Ravens, I mean, we saw Thanos lower bracket Slasher in that map number 1. I'm talking a 1.47, 85% non-traded kill percentage, leading the lobby. I mean, just absolutely unreal. P1 and P2s out of the Carolina Royal Ravens. This is the hard point we expected to see at the beginning of this major.
Yeah, it just begs the question, what we talked about in the pre-match setup, like Toronto Ultra and their hardpoint map pool. It's just non-existent. We come into this one, Vivid goes off, Slasher goes off, everybody similar damage numbers, like they have such good teamwork. And then we get to a game 2 where they have to make the comeback. Just beautifully played, man. We got to give TJ his flowers. He has been one of the best players all season long.
Can I ask you, I was reading the chat, who is the icing man?
That's TJ.
Oh, that's TJ.
Yes, because he loves crumble cookies and he wins his 1v1s, Chris.
It's not the ice man, it's the icing man, Miles Ross. Well done, TJ Halley. He dominates in search and destroy. That's where he made his name way back in the day of the online tournaments. getting it done overseas now.
And typically when we see a map 2 like this, where you're constantly trading defenses, the hand is always going to kind of go in favor of whoever wins that first attack. And it was going to be Toronto Ultra that take that first attack, but Carolina quickly answered with their own. I mean, we're talking about number 1 versus number 2 on the attack side of things. And it's TJ winning that big 1v1 to win that defense and push that round number 5. Not only that, the first bloods, he got the first 2 in the series, then he gets a third later on, and he clutches 2 1v1s to win them the series. TJ has been unreal in this game so far.
One of the best search and destroys we have seen as TJ clutches up 1v1 after 1v1 after 1v1. And when it's all done, Carolina is now 1 game away from breaking into your top 4. What is your scuff play of the game, though? It's the post plan. Take a look here at the 2v2 Carolina.
And it's one of those things, like, TJ just gets himself into a spot. I think he even gets the comm to quit, like, yo, let me put this back over towards that ticket position again. Play it in the exact same spot he had clutched it before. This info read is everything. And for a moment, I thought TJ was just going to sit here and just call inside on its bluff, but he gets the proper check at the right time.
Yeah, I mean, he's had the greatest intuition all map long. And we got to show some love to Slasher as well. Setting up that round. He takes so much space. He sees them wrapping back just like a pixel he sees, and he calls the wrap back. And then when we get to the 2v2, Gwen and TJ like, you know what? Let's just go B. We got subs in our hand, bro. Let's go B.
So question, Carolina got 100-point club twice in the winner's bracket by LA Thieves, but they just beat Toronto. Are we not worried about Carolina in the hardpoint game 4, or are we extra worried about Toronto if it goes there?
I think Carolina were dealing with some issues on day 1. I mean, Vivid literally couldn't see. You look over at your teammate when you're scrimming, you're like, we're probably getting slammed in this match. So he has a night of rest. He comes back, and he was frying on that map 1. They are full of confidence right now, and they're trying to make this lower bracket run.
Toronto, it's time to start the reverse sweep. It's all got to get started on control as we send it back to Chance and Miles.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much, squad. An exciting matchup ahead of us. And a fun fact that we received from production, that was our 3rd round 11 in a row.
First time that's happened this season.
First time that's happened this season.
Not too shabby.
Hey, who knows? We go to a game 5.
We're getting 4th.
We're getting 4th. Control, though, before we get to that, because we're way ahead of ourselves, we go back to Vault, and how we feel about this one, mate?
This one's going to be incredibly interesting, because Vault's a map where you're seeing a lot of different looks. You're seeing like the A zone hits where every single player on the map is going to be pulling out a Jackal. If you know you're squaring up in the center of the map, even Slasher will be rocking it from time to time. But in my mind, that's where Carolina might have a bit of an extra strength, because Vivid, he's a player that has had to make the adjustment from going at a lightning fast, one of the fastest SMGs we have had in the league, to a much slower roll in running the AR. So when he gets that sort of freedom of pulling out the Jackal, he can absolutely feast. And this is a player that has truly stepped it up on land. I mean, jokes aside, he has been on point today, on point yesterday, and a square-up battle against Beans in his counterpoint. Right now, he's got the edge.
Yep, a 2-win streak right now for the Ravens in control. They've been looking good in the round 5s as well. Ultra, not as much this season when it comes to the round 5s. It's been a bit more decisive. So they're finding more success in that regard, but Vivid in control so far. 2nd in the tick rank. That means he's doing a lot of objective work.
And with a respectable KD while doing that as well. So an absolute tool on this team. Always willing to get in the mix, so much so he'll sprint in and nades and give you the first blood in the round. Nice little strike there from Carolina. Just like the hard point, a near clear 4-man wipe. Joe Deceives, though, breaks you down and gives you 3. How about that from the kid?
That's a lot. Big 3 out of Joe. Pressure now through the middle of the map. Ultra still got defense. They didn't grab that much space across the middle. So Joe's going to hold it on the back. Insight now on the left wing, making his way forward. Joe Deceives now drives it through the middle. Kleenex with 2, and what a bang out from Ultra.
Also Joe's 3rd season, little correction on that, but a hell of a start in Ultra. We have seen the ultimate spawn trap devastating blender. These guys, when they get it, there is nothing like it. Great damage being done. You got to get the trades, though. I think no one quite in position, so Carolina, they faded out.
Oh, Vivid and Gwyn get theirs back on away. 35 seconds on the game clock, though, so you got a lot of work to do here. 2-man stack. That zone's flying. First segment done. Teach and Gwyn still getting the job done on the outside of the map. Those slashes down and out, so here we go. Can they get there in time to stop the second segment? There's the contest. We're in. Gwyn down and out. Over to Tej. Wins a big one. Keeps the capture going.
How about those for the trades? Give number 4 as well. TJ is challenged. Big little moment. Should buy you that A zone. Triple stack for a moment. Get that and move on over to B. You see Slasher. I mean, he's been patrolling that outer lane. TJ knows it's covered. 1 player top art. one player in depth, but Slasher, he's got eyes on all of them.
Yeah, he's got good eyes in. Teej, lovely in and out. What a poke. Beans up top, throwing shoulders, not a lot of damage, but still great work here being done on the B zone. You're nearly complete. That first segment is getting it done alone. 14 lives either side as well, so what a productive game for both sides.
And that's just a great dodging of the nades as well. He doesn't have a trophy, but unfortunate for him, his ARs can't handle the outside of the map for him, so it gets broken down. And in the meantime, Gwyn is taking space. Beans, though, heads up. His teammate spawns out. He looks towards the back, and he guns him down. Great recognition coming out of Ultra, and good shots out of Vivid to pick up, too. TJ, he's right back to his spot. Keeping the play going, but keep in mind, Joe Deceives is behind enemy lines by ammo. So SMGs on both sides, causing confusion.
Lovely work. Clean X and Insight find theirs. 10-7. Joe's causing problems. He's got Vivid here, having to wait the play out. They haven't identified where he is, and there's a lot of worry there. Teej now going in for the kill. Can they find it? And can they find it fast? 40 seconds.
And they know, yeah, Vivid, he makes a little bit of noise to bait him out and send the teammates in for the trade. So well coordinated and very patient as well. Carolina, so consistent on this front. Now Gwyn picking up a freebie or two. B-zone looking frisky. Inside, though, keep in mind, full flank for him. Time's ticking.
Here we go, Teej. Softens him up. Joe Deceives an inside, though. Say none of that, lads. Get your hands off our B-zone. Big win from Joe down low. 7-3 Ravens. No Gwyn in the final attack.
Joe has had himself a clean first round, but job's not finished. Got to get it done. Two players flanking through. The help top art is there, but that's just damage. But here's the trades. Simply no time and flanks rolling through. A defensive round win on Vault. Who would have seen that coming?
Ultra go up by 1. The first step in their 3-step campaign to surviving the series. Joe had a couple of lovely 1v1 wins there. We call it U, this area he's in there, or Rugs, the opposite end of this mid-map section, and he was cooking.
So is TJ as well. Nice little burst of a force spree there, but all things considered for that offensive round, fairly neutral. Carolina happy for it, but no sweat on Ultra's back. I think the biggest theme was the AR players. Outside over by Palms, never quite able to establish themselves. You never had that burst of a moment where you could get through. Beans and Insight, holding it down.
Ravens turn to defend, and again, the stats are on their side when it comes to winning the big defensive rounds. We'll see what happens. The nades are good. You're going to slow him down just a little. To the left wing we go, though, through the middle of the map. Joe, and inside, and it's Jamie Craven way with a submachine gun making his way forward. You push those players out at the very least. Can you keep the capture going? Beans trying to provide the coverage. It's the form of a frag grenade, not a Semtex, so it's not going to be as immediate in effect, but for now you still hold it together. Insight, dance is done. He's down and out. Oh, 3 dead there for Ultra.
I tell you, Slasher's had a few of those moments where he utilizes the time stone and just turns back the clock and hits the gas pedal. He stays alive. He's making plays happen. And on the flip side, TJ remained a god amongst men. TJ has been a spectacle this year.
He hit the rewind as well.
I missed that, man.
Me too. Be kind, rewind, folks. Back at Kleenex. Off the spawn, off of that one. Wipes the egg from his face and gets straight back into the fray. Lovely stuff. Gwyn. One more bullet, dealt with. There we go. Now we push forward Ultra.
And if you got an AR player taking this kind of route, that means things are getting bad. 30 seconds on the clock. No objective progress on either side. You're winning a couple of gunfights, though. Trades on either side. Slasher showing up the feed with the Jackal, and now the AR players gonna have to dive in. Beans will be here for the bait. Him and Joe Deceives have made it to the zone. Stop the clock with 22.
Here we go. Trying to make this happen. The dead nade, slowing anyone down, but no one's going to make the push so far. Slow on the attack here. Ravens trying to get it done in a clean way, but it doesn't seem to matter. Joe Deceives on the right-hand side. Can you watch the player through the side door? Easy peasy. Holy free Hollies. He gets his as well. That's going to be the A zone complete.
And 15 and 8 from Joe Deceives on a 4 spree, having himself an absolute map. In similar sequence, what we saw before, you get guys in the vault, you get them in their zone, you're feeling good, and the ARs get the guy out of top art. This is their moment.
Here comes the stack. Ultra fly onto the point together. Here comes the trophy. Maybe you're going to stay alive, lads. Nades are there. Vivid lands his first. Inside, out the point. Brought down by Slasher. And massive work done, but not enough.
You never got that second tick either.
Oh, TJ.
You don't win the extra one. You got to reset. Try to stabilize.
Oh! Win! Not again. What a win that is. Try to reset. Ultra, it's starting to get a bit shaky.
I saw that reaction. Kleenex's player came too. This is their tournament lives on the line. Elimination. Winner gets top 4 in Carolina hunting for it. But trades in the kill feed. Vivid in the God spot. So hard to take down. He's keeping things under wraps, and Ultra are losing some lives.
It's a small angle to work with. A wicked fight there from inside and a big win. TJ, the next man up. He's got to wait for the rest of the squad. Trophy's now in place. There's the capture now beginning. Lovely shots at the Teach. Kleenex there, bounces back immediately. You get him off the B zone for a second. Gwyn hits the flank. Is anybody watching the back door? Is anyone going to be there? It's Kleenex with a big win.
Revenge, and now you get the pressure on the point. There's no flanks rolling through. It's the gunning from the front. I don't see any trophies. They're backing off, dodge the nades. Ultra playing it perfectly.
Had to get off it real quick. Now save your lives. Keep the time going. Vivid there with a nice slow peek. Finds his kill. Over to Kleenex to try to keep this going. Vivid, Reese Drost has done all he can. Lost 2 lives now for Ultra, and what an effort it is.
I think at the very least they got that second tick, but that is
Whoa, there it
clutch
is.
factor there. Joe sees full send, gives you a little extra love, but Carolina get the round win. But that's the battle. The advantage in the war right now from Ultra. They found their moment. They're getting active. And considering they had 22 seconds left on the clock before they had any progression on either zone, they displayed some ice there in that moment. They want to extend this series. They want to see a championship someday. Both of these squads brand new. And some of these players have been here for a decade, still fighting amongst the best in the world.
Joe's dive there, that final moment. We'll see if that is one of the deciding factors in that round 5 to secure that segment. 3-1 split off the rip. Slasher doing his thing on the right-hand side of the map. He'll go down to B Street and run into nobody. TJ dodges the nades. Does he dodge the trouble? No, it looks like the trouble's come looking for him. In the form of Beans, nearly gets the job done.
He's out though, and this is pressure on B. You got one player flanking through for the reposition. Slasher has that covered on the mini-map. Now you got 2 players here for the stack. I don't see any trophies, so you're gonna be playing for the arc control, but Insight, his arrow on the mini-map is always in the right spot. People call him slow, but he's got one of the best arrows in the league.
Absolutely brilliant work. You can see there the objective play. Ultra up by 1 in the segment department. 1 tick ahead. And Tej right back to B. Off of spawn, immediately into it.
Does he go for the zone or does he go for art? He knows all the players behind him. Gwyn is going to be sending him 2 players to spawn kill. He's taking the art control. Not ready for the gunfight in time. Kleenex is gross.
Tobias Jorjonsson now starting to get himself back into this one. 45 seconds for Ultra on the defense. Slasher. Hot on the heels of Joe Deceives. Takes care of the young'un. Now towards the A zone. Red dots, no problem. Gwyn finds them. Capturing A.
Nice little clearance on the zone as well. You see Gwyn posted, watching the flank. Got that under lock and key. 3-player stack in the A zone is gonna tumble. So that's it for the sort of neutral section of the round. Plenty of time to work with. Even a single tick of progress. They're back to being in a good spot, but plenty of opportunities for Carolina to win this one.
It's a lovely, slow, methodical approach here. We are diligently checking every corner possible. Tej doesn't check that one. Vivid wins his fight on the other side of the flank. A nice shots in a Joe, but not enough. Beans goes down. Slasher stays alive. Gwyn to the point. Oh, and lovely coverage again. Ultra holding it together for the hairs on their chinny chins.
That's great protection. Kleenex there to give you just a little bit extra. But now you're testing the mental acuity of Toronto Ultra, because TJ's gotten through. And he's leaving Beans. Food for fodder. He wants top art, and he's going to get it for free. Insight out of the picture.
Beans going to stay up top. Timing unfortunate. Good news, though. Some machine guns of Toronto Ultra are still soaring down low, finding kills. TJ heading a swivel. He knows he's got players coming at him.
And his teammates have fallen. His only job right now is to control this position. You got Insight on the back line. Beans working together. Stun and take him down. Perfect coordination. Ultra doing the little things right.
Concussion through the door. And they managed to find the kill happily. A 4-life difference and 30 seconds remaining. Nice spree out of Joe Deceives.
Yeah, a nightmare in their spawn.
He is still a hurricane right now that they are unable to deal with. 20 seconds to go for the Ravens as Joe's finding beatdowns as well. He is doing it all on that side of the map.
And now they're just getting funneled through. Beans knows he's safe on this side. Just keep the gun forward. Kleenex, by the way, on a little 4 spree, gets traded out, but 7 seconds left. It's a last-ditch effort.
Massive. Insight wins it. A fresh magazine now. He's going to dive straight onto that player on the zone. Vivid is doing everything he can to hold on. Here comes Kleenex. This is the end, right here and now. Can you find the kill on a Vivid? Yes, you can. Yes, you can, Ultra. They do concede a few segments. They're down by 2 overall. That may come into play in the final round.
I mean, this is the thing from Ultra, right? You're going to be comfortable going into the round of attack. You just need to at least get that A zone capture. You'll be feeling a lot better about the progress in that round. Maybe that moment from Joe Deceives, I don't know if they had the tick or not, but that dolphin dive out of the vault doors, if that was the guarantee, could very well settle the deal. But we're not done. You still have to string together an attacking round because Carolina, we saw their structure on the defensive end, nearly had the full setup and had it for a long enough time. They're bringing the heat, but so was Joe Deceives, like a scorpion on this map.
Feels like it's not so much about winning the attacking rounds as much as it is just being as productive as possible. Here we go. Can we get an early stack towards A? It's a lot of hits here. No trophies just yet. Gwyn kicks things off. Lovely shoulders out of Kleenex. And Vivid finds this as well, though. So this is an awkward look, and that is a massive opener there from the Ravens.
Yeah, and now Slasher is just sort of like orchestrating the map as Toronto are starting to team kill. The SMGs begun to shred you. And Slasher on the minimap, all what he's doing is forcing the deep spawn. So Joe Deceives gets 2, but that's just to get out of your base. You're still a little ways away to hop on the zone, but there you go. 3 players in the mix. Ultra have broken out of it. And of course, it is off the back of Joe Deceives.
Massive work. Halfway through A. One segment, good. Looking to tie it up objectively. There we go. One more for the zone. Oh, nice shots out of TJ. Kleenex somehow gets brought down in Beans. Over to Benjamin. Can he find the second? No need. Insight's there for it. And we're going to get the job done at A. Over towards B immediately.
Well, they'll get the defense for the final round. Nice and secure, but now they just get to play for free, an opportunity to win it on the attack. And they got presence everywhere on the map. You see in the kill feed, Insight's winning some. Joe Deceives does get caught, and Kleenex, well, he's forced him back down. But Ultra, they are crawling around this zone, and, well, at least one van is going to be exploded for him.
Got to clean him up. Kleenex's spree continues. He's looking great now, starting to get moving. Stun slows him. Through the vault door, we now fly. Man on B, brought down. TJ's there to try to make something happen. Can't pick up the pinch as TJ finds another. Can he get the 3-peat? Joe Deceives is in, banged up, tagged up, has to retreat.
I fear TJ as well. He's picking up 2 in the feed, he gotta get out. Insight, good tags, and he's gonna be dragging this attention. Can't give you a little bit extra, but you gotta team it up towards Palms. Beans wins the gunfight there. 2 players coming in through Vault. This capture, be kind of quick.
Oh, it's real quick, massive shots in there. Gwyn managed to slide on through, find at least 1. Joe Deceives tagged up, down. Gwyn gets the trades. Insight gets those, and Vivid to pick up the last man. Still presence here from Ultra. The capture is not yet complete. They're looking towards that segment as well. A minute still to rock, but 10 lives either side.
Yeah, Gwyn is just a speedster flying in before Insight can cover his boys. Vivid, though, gets caught. It is a 9v8. This could turn into a round at TDM. Slasher from top part, though, he gives you 2. Carolina a lot safer, and now they push up the map. Joe Deceives the first one off respawn, trying to take as much space as he can, but
wow.
You're credit up.
That's a big one from Slash. Oh, 2 down low. That's unbelievable. That could be the round. The time is still good. And massive pressure down the B street. Here comes TJ to pick up the pitch. Slasher on the flank, dealt with. Here we go, Tej. How many can you get? No need. Gwyn's found him. Intel passed over. And this is the perfect blank. That is sensational positioning. Beans, last man. Ravens holding together.
We are turning back the clock to the first 2 weeks of the qualifier, spamming the vault control, and we know how defensive-sided this is. Towering teams right now, getting after it. An advantage for Toronto, they will be on the defensive end, but feeling the pressure of elimination from the tournament. Carolina, you pull this off, you see Sunday, and you see a top 4. So close, they can taste it.
It is a towering performance. You'll know what we're talking about in a second, chat. Those in the venue may have noticed the rather impressive stack going on here. We're not talking about the stack on the point, folks. Over to Tej, right in there. Lovely damage, looks for the in and out there, but Gwyn's going to be there for it. Back over to the point. Joe Deceives winning another big 1v1. He has been brilliant this map so far.
Yeah, 33 kills, and I feel like inside or near that A zone, he has been a guarantee. And Gwen looking for his moment to strike. He knows the player's over towards B, trying to cover all his bases, but he needs his teammates to do something for him before things open up. It's 30 seconds off the game clock thus far. No progress made. Finally stop it out towards the B zone, but Kleenex instantly here for the trade. Gonna back Quinn down and drop him. Oh, you gotta reposition. Carolina right now, they're getting stuffed.
They're getting stuffed. This is a tough look for them. Down in the life count, down in time. Teach can hear a whole lot of noise coming at him. Beans taking care of the top corridor. He's got long covered. Teej is damaged as well. This is fantastic coverage here from Ultra. Can they find any more kills? Because, yeah, fantastic. Ravens completely stunned. Vivid down, 4 dead.
Hey, look at the setup. Check out this mini-map, how quick Toronto are going to set this one up. You are running into a blender. The kills are going to start to flow.
The trap is set. Vivid down. They're going to spawn right up in the Iron Zero, the Ultra boys. How many more kills can you get? Wicked work out of Insight there on the left wing. And now they're Vivid, fighting forward, buying time. And this is a massacre on full. Good luck getting out of this one, boys. Ultra, an explosive finish to the game of Control. You love it when a plan comes together.
The Toronto taxidermist on the defensive end for Vault. When they make that magic happen, you might think Insight's slow, but he racks up a 6-3 like that. 2 different moments for Toronto where they create that sequence. They snap into position. All 4 players, they know what their job is. So relax, calm the nerves. They're trying to prep themselves for a long series.
I'm glad you brought up the nerves. I mean, we're looking across the board here. Again, beautiful work there from Ultra in the kills department. Everything looking very good. The non-traded, with everything there from the offense and the defense. They were very, very sound. It was Kleenex's face that I was more concerned about, knowing full well this is far from over. We have to take a very tough hard point, and we've got to win the game 5. But this is where it starts, folks. A grueling vault comes to a close.
And I mean, for Kleenex, you see his face. How long has it been since he has walked away holding a trophy? It's been a long time coming. One of the best players in the world, but you can't get that title until you start securing W's. You're feeling the heat. I mean, this is a match. You're playing it for top 4. So much Call of Duty left to be played, but the pressure well and truly on. And if you notice the scoreboard, Joe Deceives feasted all game. The man was on point. You give him the MVP, but the damage output, he got outperformed by every one of his teammates. So that was a full team, well-orchestrated effort, for especially on the defensive end. I mean, Beans and Insight consistently there to get things done. Ironed up, hardcore anchors, reading nearly every single flank rolling through. I mean, there was maybe a single moment from TJ where he's able to get under arc. Outside of that, Toronto in complete control. Radars on the mini-map, a feasting moment. And when you get that back spawn and Insights here, it's so hopeless. The cars on this map, the windows, bulletproof. Made of Kevlar.
Made of Kevlar. And that is the trap, folks. Not the last time we'll see that. Hacienda hardpoint now, though. The first hardpoint was a hot one.
And I'd say, keep in mind, that red card S&D, round 11, absolute battle shootout. Carolina come out on top. That's their preferred map. If we get to a game 5, that protocol, Toronto Ultra might not have enjoyed it against Atlanta FaZe, but against every other team, they have been bullying teams out. So they're going to be fiending to get there. The Hacienda, we also know exactly what Carolina can bring.
Well, it's not just our players who've been stacking, folks. That's right. This gentleman is not only creating a wonderful snake, he's also going to put that in the bin afterwards, because that's a lot of cups to take care of. Well done, everyone. Well done. Productive work there on that side of the arena. We appreciate your efforts. We also hope that you are well hydrated as well. We've got a lot of cards still to play. Congratulations, folks. You've done a brilliant job. Look at the size of that thing.
It's going to be a scene out of No Country for Old Men begging for agua at the end of this. Make sure you stay on point. English? Got to be English.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
For sure.
There's a lot of that at the cricket, and now at the card. Well, Ultra, you've managed to buy us another map. You've got us into the Hacienda hardpoint. This is going to be a great one. I mean, the ARs are getting hot. Insight had a really, really nice look in that last one. It's starting to feel good, and with a damn good reason as well. This is a quick look at how things stand so far. Your red teams sitting pretty in the winner's bracket. We'll see them tomorrow as well. 2-1 Toronto versus Royal Ravens. And of course, they are waiting the Heretics after a sensational Game 5 victory against Minnesota Rocket. A very emotional finish there. They'll be playing first thing tomorrow as well. Magnificent stuff here at Major I. We've still got plenty of tournament left to play.
Yeah, been a gorgeous tournament thus far. It has been spicy when you need it. Some big teams falling early. Some of the lower seeded teams turning up, turning heads. That near full sail coming in from Minnesota is going to be seared into my memory. So where Heretics ice up, Ultra going to be forced to do the exact same thing. The only time Toronto have played this map, they got bullied out. An 85-point loss is not fun. Leaves a lot to be desired in Carolina. It might be a negative record, but we've seen them. When they're good, they body teams. And they have showed that on land, so be on the lookout. TJ might very well orchestrate a masterclass. Him and Joe Deceives have been trading blows.
You saw them play the Thieves on this map, you saw them play Optic on this map, and now Ultra will take their shot at the Ravens here on Hacienda. Opening exchange is mostly just contest for now, but the dance around the central water feature is all Vivid and Slasher, and it's nearly a perfect opening, if not for Beans finding the one.
AR's finding full control. Mike Wazowski showing up in the feed, and you always love a good opening break on the P1s because it can be a little bit sneaky how much time you can get, just like the spots on time are. TJ, a little bit cheeky inside the point, and good gunny as well. Vivid starts off 4-0. And again, for a P1, you can rack up a substantial amount of time, and more so, you're putting pressure on P2. Insight, though, he's gonna back him down. You can slow it and reposition, but already a sizable lead. Ultra gonna be looking for that instant response, but they gotta stop this man. Vivid 6-0.
Now the Raven himself is 6-1. What a rattle of gunfire. No one's had full health for a while. My ears are ringing as well. TJ finds two in the back line. Wins there from Kleenex. Good stuff. Now pressure towards the point. TJ's in. And we get that mid-map control. Yeah, the Ravens, they've got a lot of work to do now. Ultra with a big hit. 2 through the back door. 2 through Zig. And here we go. TJ with the in and out. The damage is there. Beans finds a big nade. Anyone able to get involved? Not yet. There we go. In sight. Get into the fight. 30 seconds to go on this one, and Beans breaks the back door open.
Yeah, shout out to the lack of trophies. It is a time-based thing, and sometimes you don't have enough when you need them. So Ultra capitalize, take advantage, and Beans, as you pointed out, little floor spree to go and get the time. So you're able to be a little bit stable and try to work yourself around towards this new time. TJ shredding from range, though. You don't get a perfect setup around P3. The Carolina still get plenty of pressure. Guns forward, no flanks, they'll have the spawns as well.
You got a little bit of pressure now through the mid. Slasher there with the damage, but none on himself. Trophy now in position. You're set up for a good one here, Ravens. Gwyn with 2 in office, strictly business. Towards the low hand side of the map now. It's all onto the grass.
Yeah, Gwyn getting those 2 kills makes your life that much easier. Gonna be a front hit and a front smash. Beans sliding in with an AR with no help, and it gives you 2. Yeah, you'll take that.
Ole Frijoles looking for third. Yeah, they're at the point. He's on a 4 spree, and he's working his way towards that Hellstorm. Trophy down. Go on, son. Keep the kills running for Ultra.
I mean, what a moment. Joe Deceive starts out 1-8, so his AR players might just bail him out to get that motion. And Kleenex gonna be swimming through, but Insight posted up on the time, simply overwhelmed. Little snapback there. Carolina gonna be maintaining his lead, and more importantly, staying ahead of the game. 2 players on rotation anew. Slasher is playing a cheeky spot. Insight not gonna check it.
Oh, wait a minute. He's just sitting in the corner. Big trays there at Joe Deceives. Hard points all yours. Gwyn through mid, down and out. Vivid now is going to make the hop. Guns up at the ready, Joe Deceives.
And that's a moment of mishap too.
Slam.
Slasher would have had a guarantee, but his teammate died before him, so small miscommunication. Opportunity for Ultra, who have now taken the lead.
Unbelievable. Lead change. Insight solid as a rock right now, as many of the Ultra fans probably are too. 3 spree from Joe, trying to keep them in bay. Nice contest spot. You have to get that player off the time. Flood in there through garage. There we go. Insight now with a sub in his hand, and he's doing what he can. Here's a couple more, and he's running out the manpower. What a break from the Ravens.
Yeah, and shout out to Gwyn as well. Those contests just bait out so much of that pressure, cause the players to waste ammo, reload, and then get lined up for TJ, who gives you the clean feed.
What an unbelievable Double forfeit. All goes his way. 10 and 6. Stunned up. How many can he get? None. Good stuff there from Ultras. They now try to bounce back into this point. What a wicked hold.
I just can't believe he's not taking with plays like that. I mean, a clean 4, good scrap time, and a 20-point bump here on that new time. But Ultra, P1, it can be sneaky. You can get a lot of time, and you got a lot of pressure. It is 3 purple arrows surrounding this time, but TJ found the opening. Didn't find the kill, you get the trades, and you at least get him out of time.
Oh, wicked attack here. Pressure there for the Ravens. They've got a lot of job to do towards this P1. They had a good look in the first go around, but now in the second set of hardpoint, 30 seconds to go, Ravens with a very slim lead. Okay.
Oh,
you take that. You absolutely take that one. 3 dead, though.
You take that if you're Ultra. That's 4 off the board. You got the right side spawn every single player out. And this is still good scrap time to be able to get. Ultra have taken the lead once again, but more importantly, if they're so squared up over towards B2, they've got nearly everything covered, but I think some of those Toronto players might spawn out. This is a lot of pressure on CleanX and Beans.
Can they find that pressure, the slight lead now with the spawns in the back? Quick listen in with Toronto Ultra.
Playing like fence.
Yeah, you're good.
We're looking to
Yes, in deep left.
Could
be more.
I'm challenging for you guys, okay?
Absolutely. Lay down, okay?
He's still front.
I'm a right slide.
You can push out.
I'm trying to help you. Right now, slash dead.
Go.
Start to break. Maybe double.
One dubs of dark, okay?
Heard you.
Just hold secret.
Close him already. It's very close.
Nice. Keep it dark, I will.
Heard you.
I have secret. Slash his ult.
Yo, he's up there. I'm close to him.
Nice, you shit, boys.
Yeah,
back on the walkie. We should be good.
You push well, yeah?
Yeah, we're good.
Yo, he went mid.
Flash on mid.
Ivy Dark, man. Dark, absolute, vivid. Sorry, Dark, dead.
Nice shit.
Quinn
Back
mid.
on the walkie,
Nice,
back
two.
on the walkie.
Yo,
Top right.
Can you help me out?
Top
He's still there. Top left. Heard you. Nice, good check. Come on. Slashes.
Close.
Yellow. I'm
TV.
Wait.
Go close. Top dark. Spawn TV, boys, okay?
Ivy Dark right now. Heard you. So Dark, slasher.
Go, stop. Don't hit me. Cheap belt.
What are you? Back here.
Dead, bro. Top dark. We can be top hot.
Absolute, what's the time?
Well.
Two time.
Do you want to play this or what?
Well, I'm pushing behind you, be careful.
We can do. You got
Guys,
that.
top right, left.
Yo, he's top right. Close on me.
Play
Mini,
it? Alright, top dark. Jump high.
I'm
Yo, he. I'm rapping Lambo, okay?
I'm playing time. Yep, open. Yes, I'm
You want to rap Lambo?
Yeah.
I have a sub though. That's fine.
Line play mid.
Hit it.
Some of the best deads we've heard, and some of the first big deads we've heard out of CleanX. Massive hold now for Ultra over by Rock. And here we go. Next man in, Slasher. A couple of big wins here, and you've got a nice lead. Here comes the hit. Jonas Eves dead. The next man dead. What a hold!
I never heard comms like that from Toby. CleanX might be on locked. A 60-point lead right now, and a clean hold thus far on Rock.
CleanX sending it forward. Big trades. Jonas Eves on a 7, looking for the Hellstorm. He's 1 away from it. Big stuns. The Ravens are not out of this yet, looking for the contest. They did this the last time round, but this time it's all Ultra. That's it. Hellstorm in the back pocket. CleanX pushing forward. 20 seconds. It's good ass time.
Oh, these boys are bringing the heat in. Jonas Eves, finally, his spree comes to an end. The reign of terror he just brought on Hossie. 2 hills, dominance. Carolina, though, still fighting in the feed. TJ there to pick up 2. A 50-point gap right now. Carolina got to burn through the Hellstorm. Got to find a way to get this time and need to start picking up all these kills. But trades for Ultra right now on point.
The odds are stacked against the Ravens right now. Slashed up. Beans opens up Quinn like a can. And now towards P1 we go, and it is purple.
They're here to call game. The stun doesn't connect, but neither does that trade. You get a man off the time with the nade, but Jonas Eves continues to be a killer. Finally, the feed from Carolina. They get all 4 players off the board, and they have the right side spawns. Plenty of time, though, on P1, but the opportunity is here. Gwyn starts it off right.
And he's holding it down. Beautiful shots there inside Beans. So is the ARs of Ultra to make their way forward. Slasher, lovely tag to the Beans. In the final 10 seconds. And what a setup you've got right now for the Ravens. It is perfect.
And they're playing for the full 60. Now the question from Ultra, they have that Hellstorm. You're calling it in. There's a roof on this building, but a player outside of Rock. No one there from the back spawns. And this is pressure on the bottom of the mini-map. Beans and Inside taking all sorts of space. They're playing the long game. The spawns will be blocked, and Slasher out of the picture.
At least one trade now. The battle through Zig. Gwyn wins it. That is tremendous. One front clear. Now towards the back door. In we go. TJ finds the first. Still holding it together, Ravens. Slasher reinforces. There comes Beans up the driveway. He gets a Gwyn. Can anyone get towards the point? Trades continue. Massive from Joe. Down and out. Tej. Ravens hold.
That lead is falling every single second. Going the way of the Ravens. One more square up. Hit from the back. Players lined up. Vivid takes him down. The lead's starting to tumble, but Ultra finally get through. 1v1 gunfight for this scrapped on. Joe Steves dancing for his life. Buys his teammate time, and that should secure it. You have at least made sure you can go towards new. Carolina, last attempt. They're gonna be here first, but now they're making mistakes. Kleenex has gotten through.
There's sumptuous scrap time they're gonna battle through. Kleenex makes his way in the backline. Vivid spots him out. Can he get away? Vivid on the chase, and he's alive. Kleenex down. Now the hard point back in your hands. 5 seconds. Do not let Ultra get inside.
Kleenex, though, he got a kill before he fell. You get the pressure open, and we're gonna get a game 5.
And that listening was muy caliente indeed. 250-209. Another banging hacienda here in Madrid.
I remember when this team first got formed, listening to the podcast from the Ultra Boys, they were like, look, we have the best, calmest comms in the game. Beans and Joe Steves, they bring a different energy. They had the conversation before the year begun. What do they want out of these two players? They said, be yourselves, bring the energy. Beans, notorious for the dead comms, and it looks like that is spreading its way through the team. Hearing that from Kleenex, that's a sleeping giant awakening in that moment in a monstrous game. Shout out Beans, 32-20, a full team effort, and the sprees were crazy. Can't believe Joe Steves only went +1 with an 8 spree in the middle of that game.
Yeah, that was something. 15 objective kills there for him, 16 for Beans. The boys were doing it all from the hill. That is brilliant stuff. Ravens, good looks, but not quite enough. And this was a brilliant game of Hacienda. What a superb series. A game 5 now, the last map of the day, the last map of the series, and the last map of one of these teams in this tournament. Protocol, S&D, folks. This is going to be something.
Two of the best search teams in the game, and they're getting after it on one of their favorite maps. Ultra, it's their map selection, working on the reverse sweep. They're here for the bingo card.
We'll find out if they can get it, folks. It's going to be a big one. Don't go too far. One last break here tonight in Madrid, and it's going to be a doozy. Game 5, Ultra take on the Ravens. The winner advances, the loser goes home.
Upgrade your game with the Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League. The Esports World Cup is an official partner of the Call of Duty League.
Miles, I'll give you permission, my man.
Go ahead, brother.
Go ahead.
Yeah, just go.
Make your way over. The fans were holding him back, but he's ready to rock. Here we go.
Se ha pegado. No doble. Ahora en izquierda, tío. Me dio una en izquierda, no ahora, está por medio. Pícalo.
Face fans, the hype squad in the front row, they make it to nearly every single event. That poor guy that hit the deck today outside the venue, is he here?
Saw that. That was tough.
Hey! What is that poor guy ate concrete for breakfast. Tough one.
One clean break, one set of kills there. Afro sneaks in and steals the victory.
I mean, maybe you can ego chow at times, some teams if you're FaZe, but you're not doing it to Sib. There's two that line up in front and Cell, maybe making the play, trying to stay alive, pushes in, and Cell goes nuclear.
You name me. I'm backing up. Here, 1v1 is Dashy. He's slow as fuck. Yeah, bomb down on East Coast for sure. He's slow. Yep, that's it. He's laying down behind the blue. He's laying down behind the blue right here.
Nice, baby, go! Let's go, boys. Let's go, bro. Go. Come on, Eric. Go. Come on, Eric.
CDL as well. All down to the smoke play from up high. He's going for a joke. Johnny down. 1v1. And Real singing across the stage.
Gonna forget about him and instead try to play for the quick retake up the middle. Inside, well, he sees a lot of it, but not able to find any kills. So now Kleenex, he's really far away with the rival 9 at the moment. He's gonna wait for Envoy to be the first one to move from the flank. Smoke is out, Envoy to check. No one's on the bomb, and Envoy holds his position a little while longer. Oh my! How does...
Nice, good shit. I have it. Dead. Nice! Dead. Let's go, guys! Let's go! Let's go, Bruce!
Map number 1, I'm leaning towards Toronto. Oh, Joe, I think we have a gift for you. Oh, it's early Christmas.
Yeah, I missed out on the whole Christmas memo. Did you guys send that one back?
Do you need a receipt?
I got the receipt over here.
Yeah, receipt.
What's
the return policy on this thing?
I think 24 hours.
Do I have to open this?
Yeah, you have to open it
first.
I
do? Okay. Hello. This is weird. You look great. It's a brand new Maven. Yeah. They really got that on tight, huh?
Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames and messieurs, here we go. Look at the size of that snake. That's the only snake we like in Call of Duty. Careful, mate. If you fall now, it's all for nothing. And it's all for nothing if you fall now as our teams. What a series, folks. Oh, it's been a good time. And now it's the last map, and it's going to be a doozy. Protocol, S&D. What did you see that I didn't?
Oh, absolutely nothing. He was getting ready to stair glitch. That's all it was.
Oh, come on. That's not. Snaking and stair glitching?
Can't have
Get
it.
him out of here, security. Jokes. Map 5 metrics, though, are no jokes. We have got the creme de la creme, folks. It's the top of the league when it comes to map 5 so far.
Only reason I'm not calling them the best 2 S&D teams in the game is because Atlanta FaZe exists. But outside of that, these guys have been banging it out all year long. They've been in their finest form, and each of them got their favorite map in this series as well. We saw how it played out for Carolina in the map number 2. Went all the way to around 11, but TJ had the ice in the final 1v1. We know these 2 teams on Protocol are going to be getting active as well. The 4-1 record for Protocol for Toronto, though, the only blemish was earlier today against Atlanta FaZe. You know they want revenge. Their first blood rate dominant compared to that of Carolina. And we know a lot of that is SMGs, a bomb site, the bang outs, how quick they can be. Get ready for a square up, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, this is, again, an exciting and interesting match because so much tape, so much info on each other. You really got to play this one the way you want to play it. Cater and pander to the other team, and it can be your downfall. DJ. Oh, you sneaky devil.
He opens the door as well, so he's going to be turning heads. The bomb, though. A-side's going to be worked, but Slasher catches him. The man who lives to play for Pigs delivers a first blood.
It's a nice one as well. You must have seen a tiny amount of Kleenex in the drop there. That's for you, Beans. TJ on the hunt. He's rocking. Gwyn's there for the trade.
That's bomb down.
That's the bad look there for Ultra in this round. Vivid. Can't catch inside now. That's a nice bit of work. Slasher. Will he live up to the name? No need just yet. 2v3.
They're going to isolate him. Beans is going to try to get the intel and then send inside up for the kill. But look at that exchange.
What tarnation? Siege. There's Beans. Last man inside. The unclutchable. Ravens start things off well. They do not relinquish the lead in any way.
I just love those attempts as well for Beans and Insight trying to set something up. They know Slasher's in the windows. They try to orchestrate a little bit of gold, but DJ's been flying and he's able to get it. Take a second look at the Call of Duty timing.
Watch the player go right past him.
See ya.
Oh, hey, mate. could have smelt each other on the way up and down there. I'm not sure. I did not know that two players could take the zip at exactly the same time. So that is the moment of pod magic.
First strike, though, for Carolina. Credit for the first bloods. You saw the rates on this map where Toronto typically dominate that category, but on map number 2, Carolina had their number. We'll see if that pace continues as Joe Deceives takes space. Good nades, great damage. And in prime position.
Oh. He's got bottom grannies. There's nobody home. Bad news, there's a lot of players on the A-bomb site. Opportunity for a pinch here, but a classic setup. You know the moves. It's time to dance, folks.
And the big door hit as well. Vivid, he's gonna have to be quick to get involved.
Waiting for it. Will he find Beans? No, he has been found himself. First blood. We're in the red. 25 seconds to go.
Still, though, you have control of inside, and there's simply no time. Sides, action, trades, battle.
Can Tej get any more? Nice work from the inside. You weren't safe as you thought you were, Beans, but here comes the immediate trade through. 1v2, 1v1. Gwyn's going to be out. 10 seconds on it, and that has to be the defuse. It had to be the moment, and the gunny was all good. Kleenex was there with 2 in the spree. Now he makes it 3 on the round, but the Ravens find their second in a row.
TJ would be the best red light, green light player of all time. He got that camo when that patch came out. He always knows when he has to chow, always knows when he needs to pump the brakes. TJ, unbelievable instinct.
As long as he's got no stick drift, which I highly doubt he does. He's a true professional. Here's a quick replay there. This was Tej. And again, Beans, this is a very, very minor moment here. Beans doesn't realize how much of his body's sticking out there in that angle. Nearly perfect. But enough damage there to make it just that bit too hard to deal with. Nice 2 rounds there for the Ravens. Right back in towards A we go, and it's a big door hit from Gwyn.
Old Faithful, does Kleenex want to chow or just hold the position? If he goes out, could be dangerous. Vivid is there as well, and in the meantime, try to flank, try to get aggressive in insight in absolute depth to give you the first blood.
Kleenex gets some nice damage. The nade connects, and now there are 3 members of the Ravens all their way through the big door. They managed to get on the inside. They've crossed the threshold. And there's the slide.
Surprise.
Right in the trouble. Beans throws a doozy. Joe gets the kill.
Beans gets out. Joe Deceives know they haven't yet crossed the bomb.
Joe's doing it alone.
Nice shot.
It doesn't seem to be a problem. Last man, Vivid. Nice timing there on the turn. Oh, Vivid is just chasing Ghost, surrounded right now. The dance down low wins for Ultra.
Yeah, good plays down low. The SMGs, the bread and butter. Joe Deceives on point, and credit to Insight as well for watching the absolute deep flank. A good round and a necessary one for Toronto just to stop the bleeding. Offense, you'll have a little bit of an edge. Extra important to get those dubs.
Songs still ringing into the night here in Madrid. It's a late one for our players, our teams, and our fans. And for you across the planet, I hope you're enjoying yourselves as well. 3 spree from Joe Deceives. He's all smiles.
Hey, bang out. Let's go. Joe Deceives down low. He's got the help, though. Kleenex for the first blood. Might stop this in there. Traps it. Kleenex gives you a little bit extra. Why not give him the ace?
The great Dane. That is unbelievable. Stunned up as well. Here comes the ace. Can Slasher end it? The answer is no.
Ripping, roaring, hunting down for this reverse sweep. Kleenex has flipped the switch.
The speed of Sleipnir. The strength of Thor. It's as if he'd seen it all before in another life. What a round.
Incredibly kind as a human, a vicious killer in game. As expected, a battle between these 2 teams in S&D. 2 rounds in a row for either squad. An opportunity here for Ultra on the attack to separate themselves. And a big door square up. Kleenex might have a few more kills, but Vivid for the first blood, and TJ drops Joe. Beans and Kleenex in an instant 2v4. And Kleenex gets caught. What a defensive round there from Carolina. The big door hit. That was a slamming.
A perfect ambush from the Ravens. Every possible avenue of attack there was met with a hail of gunfire.
And that's the timing, right? If you're working through grass, going out through boat, you can catch the players coming in through the elevator shaft, but it's dangerous territory because if players are out towards P2, the overseers, they can drop you. Vivid, there from the coverage, has everything in his sights now. And a strong defensive round win, and you kill that momentum. Important rounds rolling through. Gwyn with bomb in hand. Vivid back out towards P2. He's making Outer Lighthouse his home, and they're working through mid.
They've crossed. Trades again. Beans on the board now. And it's Slasher trying to maintain a little bit of pressure on top mid. This gives you options towards the B-bomb site as well, and that's where Gwyn, he and Gwyn hand in hand rolling across protocol.
Well, I think, where is he actually on the map? There you go, yeah, Gwyn's pulling up the reins behind him. Slasher's got the timing to get in towards depths, and Gwyn more than likely wants to play out towards the helicopter in the post plant.
With the 2 players alive, you know full well that Slasher has to be back Sam site right here. It's a given. And Beans, lovely angle, beautiful shots in as well, enough to push it back. This gives you an opportunity to make some ground. Get up close towards the bomb. Gwyn now from behind, the turn. Oh, but not enough for the kill. Joe is there to pick it up. A bit of bad luck, and Slasher's down and out as well. Ultra equalize on the B-bomb plot.
Yeah, we thought Insight was too slow, but he's able to get away there a little bit too quick, and that could have been Gwyn making the big play. A nice little snapper, but in these game 5s, elimination, championship Sunday in a top 4 on the horizon. This is where you start to feel the pressure, the nerves. They have set in.
The britches are loaded, in other words. 3-3, game 5. Big attacking round now for the Ultra boys. Beans goes from 0-3 to 2-3 right off the back of that round. Downstairs we go again, folks. Trophies, maybe. You saw at least 1 stun cross, and that's a big stun there. But Kleenex has taken over top mid. Complete coverage now. Turn from Vivid.
Wow.
What a win!
That's the shredder. And now he's towards the back of the map, but you're forced, you're committed to this. You're going to be able to get the bomb down. Can you hold in a 3v4? Wow. Beans, though, rips his head off. How about that to turn these tables?
So down low.
Instant.
Right gun at the right time. Joe Deceive's still working the back line. And this could get ugly. Oh, Slasher. 1v3.
These reads have been incredible. Vivid with the perfect timing. Everything going right, and they check the corner. That's a day 1. Not going to slip past TJ there. And how about the instinct from Gwyn? Might have dropped the ball a bit in the round before. Makes up for it. Insight would have made the play on the flank. And I don't know what told Gwyn in his heart of hearts to go for that turn, but gave you advantage in the round. Slasher makes his read as well. Carolina, a calculated team. They have the round advantage. They're up 4-3.
I mean, Slasher as well, just laying in prone, not going for anyone. He lets Joe fly forward, and it was a bullet difference.
And Slasher just looks so casual as well. Talk about a player that has been around the block. How many championship Sundays has he been to?
I hope that was a rhetorical question.
That's a great question. No idea, but it's a lot. It's a lot.
I couldn't tell you, brother. I can tell you that we're in on the A-bomb site. Trophies are down in here. We have got nobody home for now. Ultra, they did not counter the low hit, but here comes a little RC car.
Well, Vivid might get overwhelmed. 2 players going to be working this flank.
Came down the elevator shaft and Vivid's on it. Here come the rest of the stuns and nades. Are they going to drop? It's going to be an ugly fight. It's going to have to be some trades. Another RC car. Man, he's holding it. War against the machines is not over just yet. Another RC. My God. Watch out for that. Can kill Vivid. What a scenario we find ourselves in here. Through the big door. Through spiral. Through elevator. 20 seconds. It's time to go, boys. Joe, Beans, Insight. Everyone's there. Vivid's got to turn tail and run. But they managed to do the bomb. Oh my God. What a round. 3 RC cars. Everything and the kitchen sink.
That is unbelievable. And from Ultra in this moment, they are the team that have consistently had the best comms in the game to be able to solve that puzzle. Vivid down to 1 HP. The tray clearly rolling through. His teammate with the little toy there to protect him. Craziness, insanity, and even still retaking that site with that little time is a nigh impossibility. Somehow they deliver. We are all tied up.
4-4. Game 5. If you just joined us, hit rewind. It's worth it.
I missed that map.
Missed that map too. This map too was around 11. Slasher tapping Kleenex there, just enough to get him real hurt. Quick regen. The guessing game now begins. The Slasher gives up that long line of sight, but now down low, Gwyn. Did he spot it out? He did. Bad news, there's a couple here. TJ joins the fray from elevators and gets his kill.
Yeah, I think that initial sort of backing down of Kleenex to take that route might have sealed the deal. Great shots coming through from Vivid once again. And man advantage. Okay, this is
TJ's like, yeah, come on, man, let's do this.
Who's hungry?
Let's do this. I'm ready, man, I'm ready. Come at me, bro. No, come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro! Oh, no way he wins that! 2v1. Insight's got a clutch a doozy.
Thank God TJ had his boy nearby. Insight, one of the most clutch players in the game, but this year has not yet been kind to him. 20 seconds in an AR.
Got the bomb. And a sub.
Oh, you don't have time for this.
He's doing it there, mate.
Does he have time for this?
He's doing it. I don't think it's being read. Those Ravens are going to make a run real quick.
Oh my God.
Here we go. Gwyn will take the far side. Vivid might be coming out of big door. No, up through spiral. Inside, good luck, mate. There's a lot to cover! Shit, that's a tough one. Carolina Royal Ravens. It's good luck and a bit of magic that finds them here. Match point.
Yeah, Insight quite yet to be captivating in the clutches. He is yet to found that magic which he has had since the birth of his career. We've had 3 round 11s in a row in this tournament. Ultra, they need to force one in this moment. They're calm, they can handle the battle, but Carolina a single round away. And they'll be playing Miami Heretics tomorrow for a top 3 placement.
I mean, you said everything right there. That's great. Hard to account for all the nooks and crannies here on Protocol. Here we go, Toronto. How will you handle this defensively? Well, you will not be down by the A-bomb side. That's where it's all going down. But your retakes down here have been absolutely ideal. So let's try our luck from nearly a 3rd time.
Trusting this is so dangerous.
You heard it, you saw it, you know it's happening. Bomb planted, here we go. The wearing of an RC car. But where? Shoulders. The gunfight. The RC blows up to no avail. Slashes down. First blood.
There's just no time, though. There is no time for this retake again. You are down to 22, and you got to fly.
Here we go. Holding Kleenex at bay. Enough damage in there, and the slides are in and out. You've got to go over to the bomb site. You've got to get down there quick. TJ, Vivid. This is it. The final moments. 2v2. Kleenex punches a hole. Beans gets in. Teach. He's done. Can he get onto the bomb? Send it. It's over. TJ Halley, the Iceman, when you need him the most. Round after round after round, 3 on red card. And a situation like that on Protocol that gets you to a championship Sunday.
TJ Halley might be the sauciest player in the league. So many clutches in S&D. This man has the 6th sense. He can see things in this game mode you would not believe. Unstoppable and undeniable. Carolina, welcome to Sunday. They have earned this and then some. What an absolute turnaround.
And what a journey for Carolina as well. Absolute calamity on day 1. Physical elements, you name it, and a beatdown from the Thieves they'll never forget. But now they find themselves in on Sunday. An incredible series against Ultra there. A wonderful, wonderful set of search and destroys. Close hard points, you name it, we had it all. Sorry about the stats, Easy Mag. That's a tough one, brother.
Yeah, and flip it around as well. Ultra, this time they were able to actually find the first bloods, but simply not enough time in those rounds, or at least the final one. They were able to pull off that retake magic, but it seems like TJ, I'm telling you, he's always in the right spot. Always knows when to pump the brakes, knows when to chow. Unbelievable instinct, and again, it is a player that has evolved his game, but you got to give credit to the whole team. Vivid has been unbelievable. It took him a little bit of time to sort of find the form with the AR, but the man playing in a new role with this first brand new team in their first tournament. Wow.